Okay, I just started recording, and we've got a baby joining us this time, so if the baby freaks out, we will have to temporarily pause. The baby is asleep
Yeah.
right now. Alright, the baby is asleep right now, and we last left off in a precarious place. Do you remember how we got down here?
Yeah, it was down the like that sewer grate, and all those homeless dudes locked it or closed it behind us.
Yeah. And do you remember let's see. Do you remember that last week you discovered a couple interesting things? I'll show them to you. You discovered these notes. Remember these?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, so you found these symbols that supposedly come in important and lead you to the location of the Sleight of Hand Society. So you might want to keep these on close hand as you explore this upcoming area.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Hey,
another. Yeah,
Jeremy, your audio is coming through as it's like a echo kind of thing.
yeah, yours
Or
is as well, actually. Um, let's
one of
see.
us must have Facebook Messenger open or something. I just closed mine, but
I closed mine too. Oh, wait. Here, let me. Is that better now?
no, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
I accidentally did have the second window of Facebook Messenger still open. Okay, cool. So you've got these notes, and then another important thing that you might want to take note of is your character sheet. You might want to take stock of what items you have at the moment, since you're in a potentially dangerous area right now. If you remember
Yeah.
last time you went shopping and you got some new stuff, you picked up a mace
Nice.
to accompany your short sword, and you've got a couple items right now. You've got a half-eaten lunchbox. If you remember, you bought that
Oh,
a
that's
little
right.
earlier. Um, you've got a newspaper, and you're wearing leather armor, so it's kind of like a vest of hardened leather plates. So it offers you a nice amount of protection.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you might want to keep this open. Just be aware of it as you progress. And one thing I want to ask you is, what weapon are you carrying at the moment, or are you just going to move forth kind of without a weapon at your side?
Well, let's
Which
do the mace.
Yeah, which weapon do you want to start out, like in your hand, for example?
Yeah, do the mace.
Okay. So you're carrying the mace right now, and you can, of course, always switch to your short sword, but I'm going to say that for all intents and purposes, you're walking forward with your mace right now.
Sure.
Yeah, and let's just take a look at Claudia's stuff really fast to see what she has also. She's got her quarterstaff at the ready, and she doesn't have that much new stuff. She's also got a half-eaten lunchbox, and let's see what she has in her magic bag. Oh, so in Claudia's magic bag, she has some of the things that you found in your investigations the other day. She's got the knuckle dusters,
Uh-huh.
and you can actually pull those out and use those too if you want to. Actually, it's only one. It's only one, so I don't
Right.
know if you want to use that. She's got a pair of boots, and she's got one grappling hook.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here you are, and it's you're stuck in this underground sewer, and those beggars have just closed the sewer grate or on top of you, and you can't open it from underneath. And it's very, very dark, and you can kind of smell the scent of fecal matter and mildew and must all around you, and you can't see
Right.
very far. So, which way would you like to glow?
Let's see here.
Claudia's
Well,
looking about down the
let's
corridors and
go.
trying to see a bit further, but can't really make much out.
Why don't we go this way?
All right. Okay, so as you move forward, I'm going to slowly reveal parts of the area around you to indicate how much you can see.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see a small bridge crossing over the middle of the sewer, and lots of running water, sewer water, is underneath it, and you can hear the sound of sewer water flowing in from these pipes.
Hmm. Is there anything notable on the walls?
Which wall are you looking for?
Say like the walls that are around this pipe over here. The ones flanking it, I guess. Or,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah. Can you roll a d20 for me?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a perception check. Okay, you rolled a 3. Oh, well, you rolled a 16, but you rolled a 3 first. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say that your 3 is the main one. You look about on the walls beside you and you don't see anything. I can have Claudia do a roll as well to see what she sees.
4.
4. So yeah, you can't really see anything, unfortunately.
You see shit either. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Okay.
Claudia says, "This water smells terrible, Lester.
Let's see.
Smells like guts."
Okay, and you can walk along this area here.
Yeah, there's a small bridge you can walk along, and if you want to, you can even wade in the water. But Claudia's looking at it uncomfortably and saying, "Oh, smells like shit on top of shit, Lester."
Yeah, let's stay out of that if we can.
All right.
This little bridge though, does that bridge go anywhere?
Well, Claudia hops on it, and it's sturdy. It's not going to fall apart or anything. She hops on it and walks over to the other side, and let's take a look. So you can see that it leans off in another direction here. And there's a wall here. And you can sort of see another wall or a passageway off in the distance, but you have to walk around in order to get to that particular area.
Okay. Oh, I guess I'll cross the bridge too. Why not?
All right.
Just continue on this way.
Yep. All right. Claudia's following you, and I'll reveal a new area. All right. You're kind of in what appears to be an intersection in the sewer, and so in the middle is a gigantic bubbling mass of sewer water, and you can see debris in the midst of the sewer water. It looks especially unclean, kind of like it hasn't really been maintained, or a sanitation crew hasn't really come down here in a long time. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else that you see along the wall?
Give me another check. Another d20 check. Alright, you rolled a 20. Interesting. Alright. So, there's nothing you see along the walls. However, I'm going to say that since you rolled a natural d20, you can see that there seems to be something floating in the water up above. Something floating in the sewer water. And you're not exactly sure what it is, but it seems to be kind of slowly moving. I guess it would be kind of like downstream in the sewer water.
Okay.
Yeah. So nothing on the walls, but you do spot something floating. Oh, and on this particular, you notice how there's a bridge on your right side?
Sure.
Yeah, on this particular side here, I'm going to reveal that area for you. You can make out the remains of another broken bridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Let's cross over this. Let's go down this way here. See what we can see first in this direction here.
All right. As you cross in that particular area, you hear a slithering motion, or rather a slithering sound, all against the wall. And then, as you round the corner, you see a snake. And I'm going to... Yes, a snake pops out of the mucky sewer water that's right next to you, and then it rears up at you with its fangs gleaming, and it appears that hostile intent is evident. Alright, so now I'm going to have you roll for initiative because combat has started.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll a d20 again. We'll see who goes first. Alright, you rolled a 9. Alright. Let me roll for Claudia. Let's see what she gets. Claudia rolled a 13. And let me roll for the snake to see what the snake gets. The snake rolled a 3. Alright, so the order is Claudia gets to go first, then you get to go next, and then the snake. Alright? Yeah. Alright, so Claudia pops onto the bridge here, and then says, "It's a snake, Lester! I'm gonna whack it!" So she pulls out her quarterstaff and rolls for damage. Okay, and let me just see how much damage she can do on this thing. Alright, so she's going to attack with her quarterstaff, and that's 1d6 plus 3. Alright, so Claudia attacks with her quarterstaff, and she swipes at the snake, and then she hits it for 6 damage. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now
My turn.
it is going to be your turn. And then one thing I'm going to point out right now is that you guys are currently engaged with the snake. Alright? So basically what this means is that the snake is front and center and is currently attacking you guys. So if you try to flee or move in another direction, the snake gets an attack of opportunity on you, so it can lunge at you with its fangs. But if it tries to move, then you get an attack of opportunity on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're with your you're with your mace right now, and you can also, if you take a look at your character sheet, keep in mind that you have certain abilities that you can use during combat. Yeah, if you look at your abilities on your character sheet, you have certain things like cunning action, sneak attack, insightful fighting, so on and so forth. Oops, lost you there. Hello, you back? You okay there, Josh? Hello. Greetings.
Hey. I got
Alright.
kicked out.
Yeah, I think, did you hit the mouse button again?
No, different computers.
Okay. Alright, you're back. Yeah, so, yeah, if you look at your character sheet, you have a few abilities that you can potentially use during combat. Cunning action, sneak attack, insightful fighting, stuff like that. So you can choose which one you want to use, or you can just focus on attacking.
Can I utilize the insightful fighting?
Insightful fighting, alright. So in combat, Lester can decipher an opponent's tactics and try to counter them. As a bonus action, you can make a wisdom check against any creature, and if you succeed, you can use your sneak attack on that target, even if you don't have advantage. So this is pretty good. Right now you don't have advantage. Advantage means you come across an enemy by surprise. You guys and the snake kind of just ran into each other, so there's no advantage. So yeah, this lasts for 1 minute. And each turn in combat is supposed to be about 6 seconds, so this can last for a pretty long time. So yeah, definitely. Roll your d20 and we'll see if your check beats the snake's charisma check, which I'm going to roll for. Alright, you rolled an 8. Alright, yeah, so the snake has extremely low charisma because it's just a snake. Okay, so yeah, you beat it. And so you can use your sneak attack on this target right now. Okay. And your sneak attack means you're going to do an extra 2d6 damage to that creature. Okay, and so basically how this translates is you're fighting with the snake right now, and you've got your mace out. You can see it slithering back and forth, and you can see that it's not particularly strong. Claudia's attack wounded it and smashed its tail slightly, and so it could take maybe 3 or 4 more solid hits before it collapses.
Okay.
Yeah. So you want to try attacking it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, so if you look at your stats for the mace, you're going to roll 1d8. And so if you go in the dice roller, you can actually roll your d8. Yeah. So you roll your d8. Oh yeah. That's a 6. Choose the 8. Okay, you rolled 1d8. So you rolled a 6. And your mace also has +1 bludgeoning. Okay? So that's actually a 7. You get a +1, 7. And then because you're able to use your sneak attack, you can deal an extra 2d6 damage. So you see in the dice roller where it says advanced roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want to roll 2d6. So you can actually put in roll 2 and then choose d6 and then click roll, and it'll do it for you. Alright, so nice, you rolled a 7. So altogether that's a 14 damage. That's really good. Okay?
Got some math going on there.
Yeah, you got some math going on. Yeah, I got to pull out a calculator because, Jeremy Blum's not very good at the arithmetic figurations. Okay, so excellent. You swung out with your mace and you bludgeoned the damn snake straight in the midsection. Okay? And you did a crap load of damage. Okay, the snake spasms after you smack it with your weapon, and it's beginning to look extremely bloodied. Alright? Based on what you can sense from your insightful fighting, it could probably take maybe 1 more hit. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to say that it's bleeding out like this. Alright? Now it's the snake's turn. Okay, and the snake is extremely weak at this moment. So what's it going to do? Well, I'm going to say that it lashes out at one of you guys in desperation. Alright? Now, since you were the last one to attack it, it's going to go for you. Okay? So, let's see what the snake does. Alright, the snake wraps itself around your leg. Okay? And then bites you. Alright? But it only does 2 damage to you. Okay? So, let me just, what's your HP right now? I believe it is... Your HP is 20, okay? And so, I'm going to actually, I believe you have a if you click on yourself, you should be able to see little circles on top of your character icon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the red one, I just inputted 20. That's your total HP. You should be able to see it. Do you see it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so now it's 18. Had
Okay.
two damage on you. It's not too bad, okay? But the snake did bite into your leg. Now... Alright. Now, unfortunately, because the snake is wrapped around your leg, you are actually in a state called grappled right now. So you cannot move. Okay, you cannot move. The snake is preventing you from moving. When it comes to your turn, you can try to escape from this by making a roll. But it's not your turn yet. Okay? So right now you can't move. You are grappled. And now Claudia is going to try to attack. Alright? Let's see what she's going to do. Claudia rolls a 9, and so that hits. Alright, and so let's see how much damage she does. Claudia's going to try attacking with her quarterstaff again. Alright, Claudia smacks the snake with her quarterstaff, and it actually does 8 damage to the snake. Okay? And the snake is looking extremely bloodied right now. It looks like it's on the verge of collapsing. Alright, so it's your turn. Do you want to try escaping the snake on your leg, or do you just want to try killing it?
I just kill it.
Okay, so what will you do? Remember, it's on your leg, so be careful. Be careful when you're trying to smash it with your mace. You might want to try to go for the tail or something.
Yeah. I can't grab another weapon, right? That would be another turn.
Yeah, you can't... Well, you can grab another weapon, but that uses up your whole turn. Okay, you won't be able to attack.
Okay. Yeah, let's just aim for something that's not attached to me.
In fact, I'm going to indicate that you're grappled by the snake, I put it on top of you. Alright, so you're aiming for something that's not attached for you, so like its tail is sort of like half on the ground. You want to try to smash the end of its tail?
Yeah, tail, or maybe, I don't know if its head is still out. But...
Okay, yeah. So, roll me a d20, and I want to see if you miss and accidentally hit yourself, or if you manage to actually hit the snake. Alright, 7. Okay, so you managed to hit the snake instead of yourself. Okay, very good. And now roll your d8 for damage with the mace.
Eight.
8. Okay, so yeah, so you get +1 with the mace, so that's actually 9. Do 9 damage. Very good. Alright, the snake is dead. It falls back from you, and it collapses onto the ground in a dirty, bloodied heap. Good work. Alright. Excellent job. So yeah, you guys are no longer engaged with the snake, so I'm just going to get rid of those red squares. Yep. Okay, so the one snake carcass lying on the ground, and then Claudia looks at it and is like, ah, disgusting. How did snakes get into the sewers?
Yeah. Can you, do you think that that snake carcass would come in handy? Can I take it? Can I pick it up? And
Well, it's just a dead snake. You can pick it up if you want to. The snake doesn't have pockets, so it doesn't have any items or anything on it.
No, I mean, like, can I... It's not the poisoner. It's not a poisonous snake.
Well, it bit you and you aren't feeling any effects. You just have a bit of a welt on your leg. But yeah, no poisonous effects. It just appears to be a pretty big snake with large fangs.
Okay. Well, let's take it anyway. Why don't we put it in Claudia's bag?
Claudia looks at you and is like, "Are you serious, Lester? You want me to walk around with a dead snake?"
Okay, I'll put it in my bag. I don't care.
Oh. Claudia says, "Lester, you're disgusting. More and more each day, you fall into decadence."
It's so in case it does turn out to be poisonous, so someone can say like, "Oh, wait," so I can identify it.
I never took you as a man with a snake fetish, Lester. Alright, so write that in your, I think, inventory. that you have are
Alright.
carrying around a dead snake. Might come in handy, you never know.
Yeah.
I think if you go into like bio, you can write it down under treasure if you consider the snake to be a treasure.
Sure. Dead snake.
You're walking around with an interesting supply of tissue samples, like one from a gigolo and now from a dead snake.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. Okay.
All right. So, where would you like to go now?
Well, let's at least let's continue down here. But
Okay. All right. Claudia's right behind you. Going to reveal more of the area. All right. You see a passageway down to, I guess it would be your right, kind of.
yeah.
And more debris floating around in the muck about you. And the passageway also continues down in front of you.
Okay.
So which direction will you choose to go in?
Let's go down.
Going down. Very good.
Let's see what's down here.
All right. We shall reveal the area. All right. You can see that there appears to be a strange glowing fungus spread out against the sides of the sewer wall. Okay, and it's kind of luminescent. It glows in the dark, pretty much. All right, and then over here, to the far north of you, you can see what appears to be another snake. Okay.
Okay.
And this particular snake right here is kind of slithering back and forth. All right? Slithering back and forth amongst the walls. It hasn't seen you yet.
Let's see. Let's look at. Can we look at this green stuff down here?
Yeah, sure. How's Fletcher doing? He awake?
Yeah, he's okay. He's okay. Not yet. So.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So they're mushrooms. Okay. They're all grouped together, and if you want to, you can make a check to see if you recognize this stuff from any of your books. Let's see. I'm gonna say that it's going to be a probably. Let me look at your stats. It would probably be what kind of check? Probably be a nature check, which you're not exactly you're not exactly skilled in nature, but you can try rolling to see if you recognize it.
Look, Claudia. Could Claudia do it?
Yeah, you guys can both try. You try first, and then I'll have Claudia see if she recognizes it.
Roll a d20.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Yeah. Yeah, so you only rolled a 6, and you're not particularly skilled in recognizing stuff in nature, so you don't recognize it at all. To you, it just looks like a luminescent mushroom. I'll have Claudia roll to see if she can recognize it and figure out what it is. Claudia gets a +3 whenever she tries to recognize something in nature. So let's see, maybe she can figure it out. Claudia rolls. And she rolls a 13.
Oh, wow.
13 plus 3 is 16. All right, very good. So Claudia goes up to look at the stuff and then says, Lester, I've heard of this before. It's called puffball. It tends to grow in dark, dreary places and sends off a luminescent glow. Whatever you do, don't step in it. because these mushrooms here, they disintegrate really easily. When they disintegrate, they spread out, kind of like a poisonous agent. If you inhale the stuff, it makes you sickly nauseous. All right, sickly nauseous, induces vomiting. We don't want to go near it.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever you do, don't step in that gunk.
Okay.
But
Right.
I do have an idea that you see that snake up there. We could maybe try throwing it into the gunk, or pushing it into the gunk in order to cause a reaction. Snakes are also vulnerable to this stuff.
Okay. What's this thing up here? Is there anything?
That
Rock or something?
That is debris, and that is actually a rolled up pile of newspapers. Okay? Yeah, a rolled up pile of newspapers, and it actually looks like somebody left them here. It looks like somebody's been down here reading the newspapers and, went off and left them here. And Claudia looks at them and says, "Looks like it was left by a sanitation guy or something like that. He can't have been doing a very good job because we got snakes wandering around in our sewer system." If you want to, you can pick up the newspapers and leaf through them. They're copies of the Tartec Tribune, one of which you bought earlier.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look.
Okay, so you pick up some of the newspapers and leaf through them. Most of them are uninteresting things, kind of talking about, King Darian's latest taxation plans in the city, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
There is, however, one interesting article, and the article is talking about how in the last couple months there has been a plan led by King Darian's science division to clean up the Tartec sewer system with domesticated crocodiles.
Nice.
Okay, so it's been led by the science division, and there's been teams of sanitation workers going down in the sewers with these crocodiles to eat the rats and the snakes that are kind of infesting the place. But the problem is the Tartec sewer system is so large and vast that they haven't made much progress. There's so many weird, uncharted tunnels that kind of lead off in strange directions, and some appear to be connected to secret passages leading to different parts of the city and even outside of Tartec, that these sanitation workers with these domesticated, or so-called domesticated crocodiles haven't really made much headway. And later on in the article, you do notice another interesting paragraph, okay? And the paragraph talks about how in order to increase the efficiency of these crocodiles, King Darian actually asked one of his wizards to develop something called a spatial discombobulation machine. Okay? And so apparently, from what you can understand, what this thing appears to be, it appears to be some relic that King Darian's science division discovered. And apparently once you use it, it allows the wearer to teleport up to short distances. Okay? So, in order to increase the efficiency of the crocodiles, King Darian introduced teleporting crocodiles. Claudia looks at you and says, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Teleporting crocodiles in the sewer system? That's awful. What if somebody's in the loo and one day a crocodile just teleports into the shithouse? That's worse than the diabetes. I gotta start using that as a story about how my sick mum died. It's a good idea." So from this rolled up pile of newspapers apparently left by who knows who, you learned that strange scientific efforts have been going on in the sanitation department of Tartec.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I suppose that snake is there for a reason.
It hasn't noticed you yet, so there are a couple possibilities. If you guys manage to launch some kind of sneak attack against it, you get what's called advantage. So you can try to do that if you want, or you can ignore it completely, or you can figure out some other way to take care of it.
Hmm. Well, how would we sneak up on it? Can we just creep closer? Let's see.
You can creep closer. Let me know where you want to. Which square do you want to approach? So right now it's not looking in your direction. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not look. It's kind of facing. It's kind of facing the other way and sort of slithering around the walls.
Okay. Creep up behind it. Say so we're over here.
Okay, and since you've crept a little bit closer, I will also reveal more of the area. All right. Okay. So you can see above you that the passage kind of comes to an end here, and there appears to be more of this glowing fungus, this puffball fungus that Claudia recognized. All right. The snake still has not seen you. It is focused on the wall and kind of appears to be in, a sleepy state, maybe, if snakes do sleep.
Okay. Can we, is there any point in exploring this further? Can we see anything else about this passageway that's interesting?
You can just see more of these mushrooms growing. The snake is avoiding the mushrooms. You can see that it's slithering around the mushrooms.
Yeah, okay.
Other than that, you can't really see anything.
Can't really see anything.
Yeah, it appears to be kind of a dead end.
Yeah, let's ignore this guy and go back up.
Okay. Claudia follows you and says, "Well, I do hope that snake gets eaten by one of them teleporting crocodiles." Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So as you can see, because you've traversed some of the area, more of it's revealed now. You remember the way to go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go up this way.
Okay. Alright, you go up in that direction and Claudia follows you. And let's see what you see here. Alright. So, you can see what appears to be another large opening in the sewer area. You see what appears to be gigantic spike beds, okay, placed in the ground. Huge spike beds that are kind of blocking passageway. As you get closer, you can see that there appears to be a chest hidden in the middle of the spike beds. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm going to have you make a roll, just a regular perception roll, to see what you perceive in the area around you.
Okay.
A 12. Okay, that's not too high. Well, let's see what Claudia rolls. Claudia rolled an 18. Okay, so Claudia ends up being the one to spot it. Alright, so Claudia's looking around the atmosphere, and she notices scratchings in one of the walls. Okay? It's right here. Okay?
Yeah.
And then she goes up and looks at it and says, "Hey, Lester, it appears to be one of those signs that we saw on those notes scratched into the wall here." And so when you look at the wall, you see that a sign is scratched into the wall, and it appears to be the second one, the one that looks like almost like two keys crossing each other, the one that says "tools required."
Okay.
And so Claudia's like, "Tools required? What does that mean? What kind of tools we got to use?"
Yeah. Let's see. And can you Can you walk around these spikes?
No. So actually, if you actually walk, you can't actually walk into them. You'd be walking. They kind of extend all across the space, and they're pretty high. Okay, they're basically as high as your upper chest. Okay, so it's not really something that you can jump. I mean, you can attempt to jump over, but I don't recommend it. Yeah.
Hole in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can try looking around the area around the chest. You can peer over the spikes.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can try moving to the other side of the room, like across from where Claudia is, and you might be able to get another viewpoint. Yeah. Okay. So you wade through the sewer muck, and then peer over the spikes, and so you can see the chest. It's situated on kind of like a little island, a little platform in the middle of the sewer water. And then above it, above the chest, I'll draw this to try to signify it. Above the chest, you can see a hook in the ceiling. Okay. Yeah, so imagine there's like a chest suspended by a platform in the middle of the sewer gunk, and then there's a hook dangling from the ceiling above it. Okay.
But the chest is not connected to the hook.
The chest is not connected to the hook. No.
Okay.
And actually, in order to signify that the chest is on a platform, I'll just draw. Let's see. I'll just draw this. Yeah.
Okay.
So Claudia looks at you and says, "Tools required." Well, what kind of tools do we have?
Half-eaten lunch. Let's see. Short sword, journal, half-eaten lunch, newspaper, mace, leather armor.
Yeah.
Not much.
Not much.
Well, there's the detective's toolkit.
Yes, the detective's toolkit, magnifying glass, pliers, lockpick, and like little baggies to put samples in. You can also look at Claudia's bag of holding to see what she has.
Yeah, it's in there.
She's got knuckle dusters, gigolo boots, grappling hook.
Oh, grappling hook. Can she? Oh, I have an idea. Can you swing the grappling hook and attach it to the hook?
Yeah, you can try to swing the grappling hook and attach it to the hook. Do you want to try to swing over the spikes?
Maybe. See if it'll hold first.
Okay. So who do you want to do the swinging? Okay. This will be in order to get it to successfully attach to the hook, this is a dexterity check. Okay. And so you guys both have pretty high dexterity, I think. Every time you roll a dexterity check, you're going to get +3 added to it. Both you and Claudia. So you guys can both give it a try. Okay. Or actually Claudia's a bit higher. She gets a +3, you get a +2.
Okay. I'll let her try it.
All right. So Claudia says, "All right, Lester, let's give this a go. I always wanted to be a pirate girl swinging from balconies." She rolls a 16. 16 plus 3. 17, 18, 19. All right. Very nice. So she's got her grappling hook here. Okay, so she swings it. So, and then it's like, it attaches onto the hook. Okay?
Okay.
And she gives it a tug, 2 or 3 tugs to make sure it's secure. And it appears to be secure. The hook is bolted into the wall, the ceiling above you.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like it's going to fall apart. All right. And then she says, "Well, Lester, Who's feeling a bit more acrobatic today? You and me. There's actually a skill, acrobatics, okay?
Yeah.
So, in order to swing across, you'll have to succeed on your acrobatics check. You get a +2 added to all of your acrobatics. Claudia, let's see what she gets. Claudia gets a... Oh shit, Claudia gets a +5 added to her acrobatics.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So, who's gonna do it?
Well, can we just pause for a second here?
Sure.
Do baby transfer.
Baby trans. Okay. Taking care of the baby. Sure. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. Is there a way to pause this? I think I can pause this, right?
Yeah, sure. You can pause. I can just wait. That's fine. Take your time.
All right.
Baby in transport. Cranky baby in transport.
Okay, I'm back.
Greetings. All right.
All right, so Claudia's gonna try doing the swinging, huh?
Yeah, so do you want her to do it? You doing a ladies first type thing?
Ladies first. Yeah.
Claudia shakes her head at you and says, "Lester's always putting my life in danger."
Okay.
Alright. So Claudia's going to try to do it. She's going to try to swing over and land on the platform. Alright. Let's hope she doesn't die. Okay, she rolled a 10. So 10 plus 5 is 15. That's good. She makes it. She actually had to beat a 15, so that's very good.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Alright, so she backs up, pulls the rope, and then does a bit of a kind of a running kind of jump type thing using the rope, and then swings over, up and above the spikes, and lands on the platform, the chest. Yeah. Lands on the platform with the chest. And, yep. And then she says, "Well, here I am, Lester. That was a bit nerve-wracking, but here I am. Should I open it or what?"
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Alright. She looks around at the chest and she says, "Well, it doesn't appear to be locked." And then she opens it. Okay? Suddenly, there is a small explosion. The chest appears to have been booby-trapped. Alright? There is an explosion that kind of goes off in this area around her. Alright? And it appears that almost like a firecracker was sort of jammed inside the chest and rigged to maybe go off and explode as the chest was open. So you hear a loud banging sound. Okay? And the chest erupts in front of Claudia, almost knocking her off the platform. Okay, so it's a fairly large platform, so she staggers backwards. Alright? And let me just see how much damage she suffered. Alright, so pretty good. It's only 4 damage. Okay, so it was a big bang, but in the end, only 4 damage. So let me just mark that on Claudia's HP. Let's see, how much HP does she have? Claudia actually only has 13 HP, so actually she's pretty low on HP now. So she's at 9.
I think I have a...
She's at 9 HP right now. Okay, and she's covered in soot from the explosion. Luckily, it was only a firecracker. It wasn't a larger explosion. But she turns around and looks at you and says, "Lester, I could have been killed."
Does one of us have a healing potion? I feel like one of us might.
I think so. Let's see. Did you buy one yesterday? They were pretty expensive.
I don't know.
They were like 50 gold or something.
I feel like maybe we might have.
I don't think you actually have a healing potion. I think you opted to buy the leather armor instead. Yeah. You do have the lunch. The lunch will recover a little bit of HP if you eat it. Half-eaten lunch. Okay. Yeah. So Claudia's covered in soot and grime. Oh, and also one other thing. If you look at your character sheet, if you look at your character sheet, you have this thing called hit dice in there, and I don't remember. I don't know if you remember our first campaign we did with the Wayfarer, but you're able to take a short rest in D&D, and whenever you take a short rest for like 10 minutes, you can roll one of your hit dice, and whatever that ends up on is the number of HP you can recover after the rest.
No, okay.
Yeah, so there are ways to recover HP, but the hit dice is one thing that they only last a day. Okay, they recharge after you go to bed at night.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So Claudia took a little bit of damage from the bang. All right, but she's doing okay otherwise. And now that she got the chest open, she dunks her head inside and rummages around and says, "Lester, there's only a single coin inside this chest." And she pulls out a coin. It's a fairly large coin. It's more like almost like a medallion than a coin, because it takes up kind of the whole space of her palm. But it's a big silver coin. Okay? And then she says, "This wasn't worth it at all. Jumping across spikes and getting blown up just for a single coin. I'm coming back." All right? And so since she already made it over the first time, I'm not going to have her roll again because I don't want her to die just yet. But, yep, so she jumps across using the grappling hook and makes it back over. Okay?
All right.
And so she says, "Hey, Lester, take a look at this coin." And so you
get a raise for that.
Oh, you get a raise. Oh, thank you, Lester. Better be a raise plus a bonus plus more money the following month. This particular coin that she managed to pick up, it's silver, and it's got a picture of a woman's face on it, and the woman appears to be an elf. Yeah.
Can we look more at the coin?
You can turn it over, but it's just got her face on both sides of it. And,
okay.
yeah, it just appears to be an elvish woman, with, the typical pointy ears of an elf. And she appears to be fairly elderly, actually, for an elf. And, because that elves are fairly long-lived, this woman must be very old indeed.
Okay. Well, that was all fun. Let's see. Why don't we go back the other way?
All right. Lead on, fearless employer.
Okay.
All right. So,
Go back
Claudia
over here.
follows you. Claudia's only got 9 HP, so she might end up eating her half-eaten lunch to try to recover some hit points, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's got a half-eaten lunch in her bag, and so she's going to try to eat that to recover a few HP. So I'm just going to have her pull it out as she's walking with you and give it a munch. See if she recovers anything. Okay, she recovered 3 hit points from munching on those leaves and apples. So that's pretty good. She was at 9 HP, brings her up to 12. And then she says, "I normally wouldn't be eating in a place like this, but I almost got killed back there."
Yeah.
Alright, so no longer does she have the half-eaten lunch. She consumed it. Alright. So, now... Okay, you're going to go that way? Alright.
Yeah, why don't we go up there?
Alright, coming right behind you, and then... going to reveal another part of the area. Okay. So you can see the passageway continues up northwards, and you can see what appears to be something floating in the muck. It might actually be that thing that you spotted floating upwards before, floating upstream.
Yeah, it looks like a skeleton or something like that.
Yeah, do you want to take a closer look?
Yeah.
Alright. Move up towards it. Alright, so you take a closer look, and it actually is a body that's floating face down in the muddied poo water. Alright? And it looks like a skeleton on here, but it's not actually a skeleton. It's actually, you can see parts of the Tartec uniform on it. and it appears to have stuff strapped onto its back, like a backpack floating above the muddy, dirty water. Unfortunately, the guy appears to be completely and totally dead, because he's got a gaping wound in his side right here, and the area around him, is blood-colored. It appears that a gigantic chunk of him is missing, and his innards are kind of spilling out. Claudia looks at you and says, "It's the teleporting crocodiles!
Oh.
They teleported right underneath him and chopped off his ding-dong."
Let's see if we can pull him out of the water, and maybe identify him or get his backpack there. Maybe there's something useful in there.
Sure. Claudia says, "Oh, dead carcasses. Better be getting a triple raise after this." Alright, so you guys pull him up out of the water. It's pretty easy. I'm not going to need you to make a check for that. You pull him up out of the water, and you can turn him around if you want to. You don't recognize him, but he does appear to be a sanitation worker. Okay?
Oh.
A Tartec sanitation worker. Possibly the guy who was reading the newspapers, or maybe even assigned to this section of the sewers. But apparently he wasn't doing so well. And as you pull him up out of the water, you notice that tied around his hand is actually a leash. Okay? A leash that leads to, kind of like a collar. And the collar appears to have been broken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have? Can we search him?
Yeah, he's got a big backpack on him. You can search him.
Yeah. Let's search him.
Okay, you pull open the backpack. Inside the backpack is is flint and tinder. A torch. And 300 gold, actually.
What?
Yeah. 300 gold. And so Claudia's like, "What kind of sanitation worker is this? He getting that much money? Wow."
Well,
it must be because of the hazardous work environment with the crocodiles.
Yeah. There you go, Claudia. Here's your raise.
Why, thank you, Lester, for me.
Yeah, let's give it to Claudia.
Oh, how kind of you. That's beautiful. Yeah. All right. Claudia is extremely happy and says, "Well, Lester, I'll go swinging over spikes for you any day."
Sounds good. Maybe there may be more.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so Claudia's actually got a ton of money right now. She already had 35 gold. So now she's got 335. Excellent. Oh my god, it also means that she's carrying nearly 26 pounds right now. Increased her inventory space. Alright.
What goes into her bag, right?
Well, the gold, yeah, but it's still like weight. The gold, I'm gonna say she's not gonna put in her bag, because she's gonna put it in like a money pouch, because she doesn't want to have to rustle around in her bag for all that junk to get the gold.
Oh, okay.
So there's also flint, tinder, and a torch.
Yeah, okay, that's handy. So can we use the flint and tinder to make a spark and light the torch?
Yeah, so I'm going to assume that you will be carrying the flint and tinder and the torch.
Sure.
Yeah, so just write that down on your inventory somewhere, so we can make sure you have it, because that'll come in handy. In any situation, really.
Let's see here. Do I put that under the treasure section? No, not treasure, really, I guess.
You can actually put it under equipment on the bottom here. You can hit the little plus sign and just put it all in one: flint, tinder, and torch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because that's something very useful.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just add in the weight for you. It doesn't really weigh that much, so you're not really carrying that much right now. You got a total of 18 pounds on you, so it should be fine. Alright, so you pull out the flint, tinder, and torch, and you light a spark. Very good. And because you lit the spark, now you can see more.
Huh. Okay. Anything else on that guy?
So you can see a lot more now.
Oh.
Yeah. That's actually all. That's all you have on the dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about that collar? The little the collar thing, is that?
It appears to have been broke open and sort of smushed apart. It doesn't look like it's particularly useful. Yeah, it can't actually be. You'd have to like weld it back together somehow, and in fact it's so damaged and mangled it looks like it's kind of can't really hold anything anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see much more now with the torch.
Does he try to be a good citizen here? Does the sanitation worker have an ID on him? Any form of identification?
Yes, you turn him over and he does have an identification tag on here. The guy's name is Edward. Okay. Edward Stoneborough.
Okay, why don't we take that and we can give that to somebody. They can get him out later.
Okay. Do you want to take it or do you want Claudia to take it?
No, I'll take it. I'll put it in there.
Yeah, just stick it in there. The guy's name is Edward Stoneborough. Stone and like Burrow. Burrow.
Put that on treasure, I guess?
Yeah, treasure is fine. Yeah, just treat treasure as like random items that don't seem like they have any immediate importance. All right.
Hold on a second. Some issues here. All right. Here we go.
Which way now?
Let's keep going up.
Okay.
And let's see what's up here. Huh.
Okay, as you walk upwards, that's a thing leading downwards. That's a little kind of pipe opening leading downwards. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
As you walk upwards in this direction and pass this corner here, you basically hear a bubbling sound in the water behind you. And then, lo and behold, another snake pops up out of the water. And it rears its fangs up and it attacks you guys.
Okay.
Alright, and so the snake surprised you, okay, because it popped out of the muck, okay? And so, at the moment, it has advantage over you guys. You guys are at disadvantage, okay? And so what that means is when the snake attacks, it gets to basically roll 2 dice in order to see if its attacks hit, okay? It takes like the higher value, so its attacks are unlikely to miss. Alright, so right now you guys are engaged with this snake here, okay? So I'm going to ask you to roll for initiative to see who goes first. Roll the d20. Okay, you rolled a 9. Very good. And let me see what Claudia rolled. Claudia rolls a 16. She's getting a lot of high rolls today. God.
Thanks.
Let's see what the snake rolled. Snake gets to... Okay. Snake rolled a 6. Okay, so it's mediocre. Snake rolled a 6, so the snake gets to go last. Alright, but it's unlikely that its attacks will miss. Right, so Claudia goes up first, and Claudia's like, "Oh no, Lester, another one of these snakes. I'll try to take it out for you." So, let's see what she does. Alright, Claudia was hoping that Hubert, her pet lamb, would pop out of the bag of holding and attack, but she only rolled a 4, so Hubert stays cowarding inside the bag. And so she's like, "You stupid sheep!" Alright, let's see what she can do. So Claudia looks at the situation. Actually, I think Claudia is going to use one of her abilities. Let's see. Claudia actually can't use any of her abilities right now. Never mind. Because she used up her one bonus action trying to get Hubert to pop out of the bag.
Oh.
That stupid sheep. Okay. Oh, well. Alright, so Claudia's just going to attack with her quarterstaff. Let's see if she misses or not. 16, that does not miss. And let's roll for damage. Let's roll for damage. It is a 1d6 plus 3 bludgeoning damage. Alright. Come on, Claudia. Do some heavy damage. Only a 4. Ugh, it's not that great. Alright, so she whacks the snake. Gives the snake a good whacking with her quarterstaff, and it does 4 damage. Alright. Now we are on to you. What would you like to do?
Can I use that whole insightful thing again?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, let's do that again. That seems to work well before.
Okay. So with the insightful fighting, you're going to basically determine what you can determine about the snake and how much damage it's taken and what the best way of attacking it might be. So give me your roll, your d20 roll for how much you can receive on this creature.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, it's natural 20. Excellent. Okay, I'm not even going to bother to have the snake try to beat that because it can't. All right. So, you can actually perceive almost everything about this snake. It is a little bit stronger than the last one that you faced, okay? And Claudia's attack did a decent amount of damage to it, but it's still, it's still standing. It's got a sizable amount of hit points remaining, all right? And so it seems that the best way to take this snake down is, probably 3 more bashes. If you can use your advantage, your sneak attack advantage against it, that would be most advantageous.
Okay. All right, I'll do that with the mace. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you're going to roll for damage with the mace. That's 1d8 plus 1. So you can actually input that right into the dice roller.
Is that it's an advanced roll d8, right?
1d8 plus 1 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just this adds the modifiers for you automatically, so you don't have to do it in your head. All right, 5 damage, and because you succeeded on your insightful fighting, you get to use your sneak attack, so you get to deal an extra 2d6 damage. So roll 2d6, put that value in there as well. D6, 8, very nice. So 8 plus 5. What's 8 plus 5, Josh?
58.
Oh, God. All right, 13.
13.
This is the part of D&D that always bothers me, the math. All right. So, 13 damage. Excellent. So you wallop the snake using your sneak attack and your skill at insightful fighting. Okay? And you do a powerful, powerful blow to the snake's head. All right? And it appears to be heavily damaged, but it can still take probably at least maybe 2 more hits depending on your rolls. That's what you can determine. All right?
Okay.
Now it's the snake's turn. Okay, and the snake is unlikely to miss. I'm going to see if the snake... I'm going to roll 2 d20s to see if the snake hits. Okay, so actually the first d20 the snake only rolled a 2, so it would miss its attack, but because it has advantage, it gets to roll again. Alright. I get to take the higher one. It rolls an 11! Alright, so it only rolled an 11, but what's your armor class right now?
I think it's 13 or something.
It's 13, yeah, so even on its highest roll, the snake only rolled an 11. It did not beat your armor class, so it misses its attack against you. Very nice.
Oh.
Alright, so now we're back at the top. We're back at the top with Claudia.
Yeah.
Alright, so Claudia is going to try to see if Hubert will pop out again.
Oh, I want that.
Stupid sheep! She only rolled a 10. She needs to beat a 12.
Oh.
The sheep does not want to attack and face the snake. And Claudia's like, this is the most useless special attack ever. Right, so Claudia will try to instead attack this thing with her quarterstaff. Let's see if she attacks and doesn't miss. Yeah, she doesn't miss, and I'll have her roll for her damage. Let's see how much damage she does. Okay, for damage, Claudia does 7 damage to the snake with her quarterstaff. Alright, so now we're back to your turn.
Okay.
Snake is looking pretty bloodied.
Yeah. And I hit the D8 again.
Yeah, so you just want to hit it with your mace?
I'll use my insightful thing again.
Well, let's see. You can only.
Or can I not use that again?
You can only use it.
You gotta use it once, or?
No, actually, you can. Yeah, you can only use it once because it's still it still lasts basically. It lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
it's lasting for 1 minute,
Yeah.
and so you can just try. You can use your extra sneak attack again, basically.
Okay.
You can use your extra sneak attack again.
Okay, I'll do.
Yeah, roll a d20 first just to make sure it hits. Oh, you rolled a 1! Joshua, your attack misses. Your attack misses badly. You swing your mace, but because you rolled a 1, you swing out wildly in a circle and the snake kind of slithers away just in the nick of time, and you end up spinning around like a top, like a complete dumbass. And Claudia looks at you and shakes her head and says, Lester, you can't even bash a snake.
Yeah.
Alright, time for the snake's turn. What will the snake do? Alright, the snake is going to try to bite you. Alright, let's see if it hits. Oh, the snake only rolled a 2. Very nice, it misses. A lot of missing going on around here. Alright, back to Claudia. Alright, Claudia, instead of trying to get Hubert to pop up again, because Hubert, the lamb, is hella useless, Claudia will instead use another action, okay? Claudia has a special ability called Master of Tactics, and that means in combat she can use the help action as a bonus action. And what help basically means is that the next time you roll, in order to see if your attack hits or not, you get to roll 2 d20s, and you take the higher one. So you're unlikely to miss again. Yeah. So Claudia, taking pity on you, will use the help action. And so how this plays out in game is she's going to get behind you and help you aim in an advantageous area and help direct your attack in a way that'll strike the snake down better. Okay? So you get to go again.
Okay.
What will you do?
I will aim. I'll do the same thing.
Okay, and so now because Claudia's helping, you get to roll 2 d20s to see if they hit. So roll 1 d20 first, and we'll see if it hits or misses right now. Okay, 19. So you don't actually need to use her help action because you already rolled a 19. All right. So you roll a 19. It's most definitely going to hit, and now roll for damage.
Okay.
You're rolling your 1d8, and so you did 3 damage, and that's actually +1, so you do 4 damage to it in total. Okay. And you also get to use your insightful fighting is still active, so you get to roll an extra 2d6 to add on to that.
D6.
Yep. So it's going to be 4 plus whatever the 2d6 is.
Wait, so I put that in the advanced thing. 4 plus.
You can just do 2d6, and we'll just do the math separately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. So, okay, so you rolled 5. So 5 plus 4. What's 5 plus 4, Joshua?
1? No.
9. Very good.
9.
All right, so you do a total of 9 damage against the snake. Snake is pretty low on HP. You can tell that maybe one more hit might be able to take it out.
Okay.
All right, now it is the snake's turn.
Oops.
Snake gonna try to bite you again. Let's see if it manages to actually do some damage. Snake rolls a 16. All right, that beats your armor class. So that means it's gonna hit. All right, let's see how much damage it actually does against you. All right, so it's actually gonna do piercing damage. So its fangs are gonna try to bite into your side. All right, let's see how much that does. Only 2 damage. Okay, it does 2 damage to you. And so you're at 18 hit points. So you're at 16 now. Okay.
Okay.
But now, because it bit into your side, you can actually feel that its fangs appear to be hotter than the other snakes. It appears that there might be some kind of poison, actually, within this snake's bite. All right? So, what I'm going to have you to do is you need to make a Constitution saving throw. So, roll me a d20 again, and we're just going to see if this poison affects you or not. All right, you rolled a 4. Okay, so unfortunately you don't beat the Constitution saving throw, and so you actually take a little bit of poison damage. You feel a hot kind of stinging sensation in your side. All right, hopefully this won't kill you. Let's just see what you get. All right, it is all right, it actually is 10 damage total to you.
Oh,
ouch.
Shit, honestly.
You're at 6 HP. Ouch. It's just a powerful stinging sensation, and you feel excruciatingly weak all of a sudden as the snake's fangs sink into your side. Now, the way poison works in D&D is that you're not going to have like any effects over time or anything like that. It's just one huge chunk of damage that really excruciatingly hurts you all at once. Okay. Yeah, it's not like a venom that acts, increasingly stronger over time or anything like that. It's just one big chunk of damage. So you're at 6 HP now. Oh God. Who will go down first? You or the snake? That is the question.
Yeah. Eat my lunch, man.
Yeah. All right, so now we're at Claudia again, and Claudia's like, "You can't do that to Lester, Mr. Snake. I've got you." Let's see what happens. And then Claudia swings out with her staff, but misses, unfortunately, because she only rolled a 4. Right, she missed her attack. Let's see what she can do to try to help you, though. Let's see. So Claudia can miss her attack with the staff, but she can use a bonus action to disengage from the snake. Okay, so disengage is a bonus action that certain characters can do, which means they can back away without getting an attack of opportunity used on them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she is going to back away from the snake and try to attract its attention, okay, to get it away from you. So she backs away from the snake and then jumps over onto the bridge here and starts waving her arms to try to attract it away from you, okay? She's like, hey, come over here, Mr. Snake. I'll take you out with the diabetes. All right. So the snake potentially might choose to attack her instead of you during the next turn. All right. Now we're back at you. What will you do? 6 HP.
Let's see. Is my any of my special? What I have some other special abilities, I think.
Yeah, you can take a look and see what they are.
Yeah.
I don't know why the music stopped, but it did. I turned it back on.
Okay. Can I use the eye for detail? Can I use that?
The eye for detail. Let's see. What is that again? Eye for detail.
Combat. Unless we can use bonus action to make a wisdom perception check to spot hidden creature or object to make intelligence check to uncover decipher clues. Maybe that doesn't apply.
That doesn't really apply here because you can see the snake. Like an example of that might be, say in combat, you know, if you say there was like a hidden enemy, like say you feel like something brushed past your side. If you're standing in the muck, you could be like, oh, that's a snake trying to sneak up on me. And you could use that and prevent yourself from being surprised. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
but nothing's hidden at the moment. It just appears to be one snake attacking you.
Okay. Well, let's use that sneak attack thing, right? Can I use that again?
Yeah, you know, it's still in effect. It's always been in effect this time. Yeah, so you just need to roll a d20. You just need to roll a d20 to make sure your attack hits. Oh, nice! You rolled high. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so you rolled an 18. Your attack most definitely hits. Now you're gonna do damage. Okay, so roll 1d8 plus 1 to see how much damage your mace does. Nine damage, very good. And you don't even need to use your sneak attack, Joshua, because that is overkill. The snake only had 6 HP left, the same as you. Okay, that's why I said who's gonna die first. Oh, okay, the snake's only got 6 HP left, and your single attack defeated it. Alright, boom. The snake is dead. Excellent. Let me just change the music back to something non-battling, and very good. Dead snake.
Okay.
All right.
Dead snake.
And Claudia's like, "Phew, you scared me, Lester. Are you okay? You're not doing so hot right now."
Yeah. Well, why don't I add this snake to my collection?
Oh, great! It's like taking scalps. Actually,
yeah.
You're a snake scalper.
Maybe at the end I'll take the skins and make something out of it or something.
That's not a bad idea. Okay, yeah. So toss it in your bag and just make sure you indicate you have 2 snakes. You might be able to make something with their skin. You never know.
Yeah. Dead snake. Plus, this one was poisonous too, so that's.
This one, it had some, poison fangs, so maybe you can do something with its fangs.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna eat my lunch, actually.
Okay, you're gonna eat your lunch. Very good. It's only a half filled lunch.
Yeah,
so,
that's all right.
So yeah, it's just roll 1d6 to see how much HP you get back. Okay, you gain 6 HP back. Okay, so you're back at 12.
Oh,
that's not bad.
Pretty good.
It's not bad. You're back at 12. Okay. Excellent. So, where do you want to go now?
Okay. Let's keep going up here.
Okay. Claudia is right behind you. For some reason, I can't erase my drawings here. I don't know why. Oh, okay, yeah, I erased them. Okay, yeah, Claudia's right behind you, and let's see. I'll reveal more of the area for you. All right. And since you've got the torch, you can see a bit more. So let me reveal a little bit more for you as well. Yeah. So you can see quite a bit around you.
Huh.
And, okay, coming along this way, and one sec, let me reveal more of the area around you. Okay. You can see what appears to be another chest in the corner over here. Okay, and as you were walking along the corridor, you happened to step on a panel in the ground that made a weird creaking sound. Okay? You stepped on a panel in the ground that made a weird creaking sound, and as you step on it, the panel actually decompresses. It goes downwards, and you hear a weird sound, almost as if the panel beneath you was pressurized. Okay?
Okay.
All of a sudden, a bolt shoots out from the wall. From the wall opposite you. A bolt. Can you see it? Yeah. A bolt shoots out from the wall opposite you and smacks you solely in the midsection. Okay? And
Dang.
thankfully it only does 1 damage. Yeah. It only does 1 damage to you. Luckily it was a low roll. Alright. And so you are actually at 11 HP now. Moving a little bit too hasty there. And then Claudia says, Lester, be careful. The ground might be booby-trapped. So yeah, be very careful. Look at where you stepped. And the bolt shot out from a wall opposite of you. Alright, you step backwards, and another panel goes down. And another bolt shoots out from the wall opposite you.
Son of a bitch.
And smacks you again in the chest. How much damage is it going to do? Oh, it does 4 damage. Jesus. You're at 7 HP. So,
okay.
It appears that the area around you appears to be booby-trapped with pressurized plates.
I see.
Yeah. And the bolts appear to be shooting out from the wall opposite of you. Claudia's like, Lester.
It may be time to go into the poo water.
It might be like we have no option. She hops into the poo water, nothing happens. Alright. Looks like we've got to wade through fecal matter, Lester. Alright, nothing happens. Alright, be careful where you move. You can also try to make a perception check right now to see if you can actually perceive which floor panels look different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let you do that if you manage to get it, and you can have Claudia try to do it as well.
Okay, that's the D20.
Yeah, just D20. It's going to be a perception check. 15. Okay, yeah, so good. You actually do perceive it. Perceive that the panels that look strange is this one, obviously. This one. You can see the drawings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then these two here. Okay. And these on the opposite side also look strange. So obviously there appears to be some kind of mechanism where you step on one, a bolt shoots out from the other.
Well, okay. Let's continue in the slugging through the poo.
Slugging through the poo water with 7 HP. Very good.
Getting infected.
Getting infected. Got poison. Got poo water on you. All right. Keep on going. There's a chest at the end of the corridor. You can see that.
Can we do more perceiving to see if there's any stuff up those plates up or in the floor up here?
Sure. Give me a roll.
Let's see here.
You rolled a 1. You perceive jack shit.
All right. Can Claudia also roll?
Sure. Claudia rolled a 16. All right, that's good. Everything looks relatively normal. There don't seem to be any strange plates that are slightly elevated off the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll continue on to over here.
All right. And Claudia comes after you and says, "Hey, Lester, it's another one of those chests. I'm not opening it. You try this time."
Okay. All right. Now that I'm at the chest, I want to do the perception thing to see if I can see anything about it.
Smart idea. All right. Yeah. Roll again to see if the chest looks fishy in any way. 17. Very good. All right. You examine the different sides of the chest. You check to see if there appear to be any wires. The chest is also not locked. Okay. And you don't perceive any particular strangeness about it. But what you do perceive, actually, is a sign, one of those signs on the wall right here. You remember those? You perceive one of those signs on the wall right here. And the one that it looks like is this one with 3 boxes surrounded by brackets.
Yeah.
Safe stash.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can try opening it if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, let's try opening it.
All right, you try opening the safe stash. Inside are 2 healing potions and 500 gold.
Dang! All right.
Claudia's like, "What the hell? Why do I get blown up and you get healing and gold?"
Okay. All right.
So, how much you gonna write on your? Who's getting what gold? You gonna take the 500 so you can be richer? Claudia's got 335 right now.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it for now.
All right. So, on your so you have I can actually do that for you.
Right.
500. You have 516 gold right now. I'll just put that in your equipment box and 2 healing potions. All right.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with these? Do you want to? You can choose to drink them now, or you can drink one now and save the other.
I have what? How many hit points?
You have 7 hit points. You should see it in the little red bubble above you. You have 7 hit points. Claudia has 12.
12.
You have a max of 20, and Claudia has a max of, I think, 13. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Seems like you should probably drink.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink one now. I'll save one.
All right. So that's going to be 2d4 plus 2. Okay? To see how much HP you recover. 2d4 plus 2. Okay, so you recover 5 hit points. So you're at 12 right now. Now, if you want to, you can actually take a short rest here and use one of your hit dice to try to recover even more. Yeah, you have 3 hit dice that you can use every day, and if you recover, if you use one of them right now, we can assume that Claudia and Lester are just chilling out for a little bit. You get to roll a 1d8, and whatever that ends up being, you can add that to your recovery HP.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so you roll 1d8, and I'll have Claudia roll 1 too. Okay, so you recovered a 6, and I recover a 4. So, okay, so you're at 18 hit points right now. Pretty good. You're back to 18, and Claudia's at full right now. Okay. And I'm just going to make the adjustments on your character sheet. You currently have 2 hit dice. You used up one of them. All right. If you actually look on your character sheet, I wrote down that you have 2 remaining,
Okay.
and I'll do that for Claudia as well. They recharge after a good night's rest. So, yeah. So you guys took a little break, recovered, feeling a little bit better, a little bit more in tip-top shape, and you can see down here that there appears to be a gate beneath you. Okay?
Yeah.
You can't actually walk past the gate. Unfortunately, it's a solid gate barring your way, but you can see what lurks beneath. Alright? Torchlight lets you see what lurks beneath. Okay? So it's a solid gate preventing you from passing.
Okay. Oh, let's keep going. Oh wait, it's a solid gate. Oh, so we can just see. We can't
You
go
can't
past
see. You
that.
can't go past it. It's actually preventing you. So actually, you should technically be right here. Yeah.
Okay. I see what looks like maybe an exit right there.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Well, shit. Well, I have to go back into the poo water to get out of here.
Yeah. Do you want to examine the gate to see if there's any like openings or keyholes or something like that?
Sure, why not?
Okay. It's just a regular perception thing. Again, it's always a good idea to examine like treasure chests and gates and stuff like that to be wary of traps. Oh, very nice. You rolled a 20. Well, Joshua, you discerned that there is a keyhole in the gate. And you don't have a key, but you do have a lockpick, so you can try to unlock it if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, that's use one of my perception things on the on that lock itself to see more about it.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Roll again to see if you can see if it's a booby trap lock or a tricky lock. Oh, you rolled a 4. Well, Joshua, you perceive that it's a lock, and not much more to it than that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's give it a try.
All right. So I'm gonna have you make a lockpick check. Let's see what your lockpicking skill is. Lockpicks are it's a sleight of hand skill. And whenever you make a sleight of hand check, you get a +2. Let's see what Claudia's like. When Claudia makes a sleight of hand check, she gets a +3. So you guys can both try to pick the lock if you want to.
Okay.
All right, roll your d20. Oh, Jesus Christ! Rolled a 20. Joshua, the master of unlocking. Joshua Blum, or rather Lester LeFoe, picks the lock with surprising speed and quickness, without even breaking a sweat. Just rattles it like those guys on YouTube, rattling the locks. Boom, open. Claudia's like, wow, very good, Lester. And the gate slides open. All right. I'm going to actually, boom, boom. The gate slides open like that.
Look at that. Oh,
right.
we go in. Oh. Okay.
Go in. Okay. And you can explore this area more if you want to, or you can make a check to see whether or not it's safe.
Yeah, let's do another check.
All right. So let me know what you're trying to perceive. Are you trying to look at the stairways or the area around the stairways or what?
I want to see if there's any one of those weird passages, or not passages, platforms or whatever that shoot the darts out.
Okay, yeah, very good. Roll your d20. A 6. All right, you can't really see much, unfortunately. Just looks like a normal dark room to you. I'll have Claudia do a roll to see what she can figure out. 5. Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
really
nothing.
see much at all. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
How about can we do another one just to look at this area around this ladder here, whatever that is?
Area around the ladder. Yeah, sure. Go for it. A 10. Okay, so this one's pretty obvious, so you don't have to beat a particularly high number. It's a ladder that leads to a door. Okay? And then on the wall right here, let me see if I can just mark it for you. On the wall right here, you can see another one of those signs. Okay? The one that you see looks like a star with 2 boxes.
Easy. Oh wait, no.
No, star with 2 boxes.
You're near.
Yeah, HQ near.
Huh.
All right, and then the stairs lead up into a doorway, and right in the middle of the doorway you can see a round indentation. The door does not have any knobs. There's just one round indentation in the middle of the door that looks like something is meant to be fitted in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I may saw bear the situation.
Aha. Lester the detective.
Okay. Let's go over there.
Okay, as you moved really fast, Josh. As you moved, you passed over a particular plate on the ground. Okay.
Ah, shit.
Yeah. As you moved, you passed over a particular plate on the ground. This one right here. Okay. So, no bolt popped up from the wall, but a spike shot up from the ground. A small spike, almost like a what are those things called? Like a caltrop? Yeah.
Yeah.
A small spike popped up off the ground and smacked you in the foot, Josh.
This did smack me in the balls.
Smacked you in the foot. Let's see how much damage it did to you. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. Let's see. Ouch! 6 damage! Ouch!
Dang.
6 damage to you. So you're at 12. You're at 12 HP. So it appears that the area around you is somewhat dangerous. Alright, and Claudia's like, Jesus Christ, Lester! Alright. Okay, now well, as you passed over the spike, you see how down the corridor there appears to be another gate as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so down the corridor here there appears to be another gate. And you can see that the gate here, it kind of, I'll reveal the area to you, because you can see quite a lot with your torch. The gate kind of leads back, appears to lead back into one of those intersections that you passed earlier. Alright?
Yeah.
And so it appears to be an empty corridor, but then suddenly you hear a loud growling sound. Okay? You hear a very loud growling sound, and then suddenly what appears to be a gigantic crocodile materializes into view behind the gate.
Huh.
Yeah. So wait for it. Boom! Gigantic crocodile behind the gate. And then Claudia's like, Lester, it's a teleporting crocodile! It's the sanitation department's mad creations gone berserk! And so the crocodile right now, it appears to have materialized out of nowhere, and it's rattling against the gate. Okay, rattling against the gate, but the gate is holding it back.
Okay. Okay, so that, alright, well, we can kind of leave him there, I guess, for now.
Yeah. So, what do you want to do?
Well, can I climb this ladder?
Yeah, sure. You can climb the ladder up to the door.
Well, before I do that, can I look up the ladder and see if there's anything there that I should be aware of?
Doesn't appear to be anything there that you should be aware of, but you do see the door and once again that round opening.
Okay. All right. Well, let's climb up the ladder while I'm here.
Sure. You climb up the ladder.
That round up.
Yep. While you do that, I'm going to have Claudia come up behind you for backup. And knowing that this spike here is booby-trapped, or this tile, she jumps over it and lands behind you and appears to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the crocodile continues to rattle against the cage. Or rather, the gate.
Okay. Can I look at the round indentation or whatever it is?
Yeah. It appears to be the same size as a very large coin.
Okay. Let me take out that coin that we found in the other chest.
Okay.
And see if it'll fit into that opening.
Yeah. So you take out the coin, and are you going to just like press it into the opening, see if it fits?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull out the coin, press it into the opening, and it fits perfectly. There's a clicking sound, and then part of the doorway slides open, like a tiny part, like almost like a part of the wood slides open, revealing a keyhole space.
Keyhole space.
And above the keyhole space, you can see another one of... Oops. 1 second. Accidentally exited out. Hey, I'm back. Sorry. Are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I accidentally clicked out into another window. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Right. So, yeah, a keyhole space has materialized into the door, and right above the keyhole space, you finally see another one of those signs. Right. And the sign is the one that says, I think it's tools required.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a lock, and you can try to pick it again if you want to.
Oh, let's look at the lock. I guess let's do the perceiving thing.
Yeah.
A roll.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so a 14. You can see that the lock appears to be a more complicated one than the gate. It appears to be a more complex lock. You rolled really high in the gate. You rolled a 20, so maybe if you roll high again, you might be able to pick it and open your way through.
Okay.
Be good if you did that, because this crocodile is continuing to rattle against the gate behind you. Alright, you rolled 7, and unfortunately, that is not enough to open the lock. You're fiddling with the lock and trying to open it, but it's a little bit harder than you're used to. Alright? So as you're fiddling with the lock, unfortunately, the crocodile suddenly crashes against the gate with one more barrage of force, and then suddenly disappears. It winks out of existence. And Claudia's like, oh god, is crocodile gonna pop up in someone's loo? But no, the crocodile suddenly reemerges. Boom! Smack dab right behind you. And the crocodile appears to look like it wants to take a massive chomp out of both of you.
Yeah.
Alright. So you're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Okay.
See what happens. 19. Very good. It's very high. And I'm going to have Claudia roll. Claudia rolled a 17, also very high. Wow. Let's see what the crocodile rolls. Crocodile only rolls 11. Crocodile gets to go last. Alright, very good, Joshua. Well, you're at the top of the queue. What are you going to do?
I'm going to use my, what is it called? Intelligent scheming or no?
Eye for deceit again?
Is that what it is? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Here, I'll just show you your sheet so you know which one you're actually looking at. Let's see, where's your character sheet?
Yeah. Insightful fighting. That's what it is.
All right, insightful fighting. All right, so for insightful fighting, you get to discern information about your opponent. All right, so I want you to make a roll. Roll your d20 to see if you actually discern intel about it. An 8. All right, let's see if this beats the crocodile's charisma. Oh, well, the crocodile has very low charisma, Joshua. So you very good. You're getting put up against some stupid animals here. All right, so you can discern that the crocodile is obviously coming at you, looking to get a chomp on, and you seem to hear like a ticking sound coming from its mouth, almost as if it's ingested something. And it's not so much the ticking of a clock; it's kind of like the ticking of a timer, like tick 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 tick, like a timer. And from what you can tell, maybe that's related to the crocodile's teleportation ability. Maybe it's the spatial discombobulation machine.
Oh.
Maybe the crocodile has ingested the spatial discombobulation machine and is now teleporting all over the place. But it appears to be on a timer, so the croc can't necessarily use it every turn.
Okay.
All right. And so because you succeeded with your insightful fighting, you will get to use your extra 2d6 of damage against the beast. Good job.
Okay.
One other thing to note. Remember, the room you're in is booby-trapped, so be careful when moving. Yeah. So Claudia's next to you, and you can move onto the same square as her. But you do know that the square above you is triggered.
Yeah. Right.
But who knows what that will do to the croc also.
Yeah.
All right. So now you can choose to attack, or you can be a coward and hide and leave Claudia in the face of danger.
Okay. No, I'll attack.
All right. So where you have to move up to it to attack. Where are you gonna move?
I'll move over here. Can I be on the same thing as can there be this distance in between?
No, because in order to attack, you only have a mace and a sword. You don't have a ranged weapon, so you need to be 5 feet away. You need to be next to it.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You need to be next to it. All right. So you move into that space, and you're currently engaged with the crocodile. All right. If you try to move away, it'll get an attack of opportunity on you. All right. So you are engaged with the crocodile right now. Actually, Claudia is not, interestingly enough. And so you're going to attack with your mace, correct?
Right.
All right. So 1d8 plus 1. It's only a 2. Jesus Christ. You hit a 2 damage. But you get that extra 2d6 with your insightful fighting. Let's use your sneak attack. That's pretty good ability right there. So roll your 2d6. Hey, pretty good. So what's 2 plus 8, Joshua?
2 plus 8. 2,888. No, okay, 10.
10. Very good. So, yeah, you smack at the crocodile with your mace. A nice solid strike in the midsection of the crocodile. And as you hit it against the midsection, you can hear that ticking stop for a second, and then restart again. So you pummeled the croc with your mace, and it appears that it's still got a solid amount of HP left, but it was a solid attack. All right. Now, anything else you would like to try? You can't really do anything else, actually. You've used up your stuff. All right, now it's Claudia's turn. All right. So what will Claudia do? Interesting. All right, Claudia is going to move over here to try to help you with the crocodile. Unfortunately, as she moves onto that particular panel, a pressurized tile goes off. pressurized tile goes off. Boom. Let's see how much damage she sustained. Hopefully not too much. 2 damage. Boom. One of those caltrop spikes popped up again and did 2 damage to her. Ouch. Alright, so she's at 11 HP. Not too high, but remember, you guys have 1 healing potion remaining, okay? So you can use a healing potion during combat, but it takes up a full turn, because you either need to uncork it and sip it yourself, and that takes up the full turn, or if you want to use it on your partner, you have to like force it into their mouth, so it takes up a full turn. You can't attack on the same turn. So you're at 12 HP, she's at 11. She suffered a little bit of damage, but at least now you know that two panels near you are pressurized and dangerous. All right, and so she is going to try to attack the crocodile. All right, she attacks the crocodile, and lo and behold, she manages to get freaking Hubert to pop out of her bag of holding. Finally, Hubert pops out of the bag of holding and does a bah sound, and then launches into an attack on the beast, trying to bite the crocodile. Good old Hubert. And so let me just see how much damage it does. Oh, pretty nice, actually. Does 6 damage against the crocodile. Hubert takes a chomp out of the crocodile's tail. 6 damage to it, and then Hubert lets out another bah, and then disappears into the bag of holding. Like the cowardly, spindly sheep he is. Alright? Now that was Claudia's bonus action, and now she'll try to use her regular action to attack the crocodile with her quarterstaff. Alright?
Okay.
Let's see if she misses or hits. Hopefully she doesn't miss or hit. An 18! So she doesn't miss. Alright. 18, no miss. Let's see what she gets for attack damage. Alright, only 3 damage, which is better than nothing.
Okay.
Alright. Now it's the crocodile's turn. The crocodile looks at you guys with anger in its crocodilian eyes. Alright. Now the crocodile is going to make an action. What will it do? Oh! Alright, so the ticking in the crocodile's gut, it reaches its apex. Then you hear what's almost like a little alarm go off. Okay? And then the crocodile teleports. Where is the crocodile going to teleport? Okay, so because it's teleporting, you're not going to get an attack of opportunity against it, because it's completely disappearing out of reality and moving somewhere else. Alright? So it teleports, it vanishes, and then it pops up in a new place entirely right here. Alright? So it didn't teleport very far. So it appears that the croc cannot teleport too far, but it did teleport in another space. Now when it teleports on this space, interestingly enough, you hear the sound of a pressure plate going off.
Oops.
This pressure plate goes off and a giant caltrop pops up and pokes the croc in the jaw, actually. Let's see how much damage Croc got. 2 damage, so not a huge amount, because these aren't very big caltrops, but hey, any damage works again when you're facing a crocodile. Alright, 2 damage against the croc. Right, now, oh crap, I put the wrong thing. Alright, now what's the crocodile going to do? That was its bonus action. What's it going to do for its full action? Alright, let's see. The croc is next to you, so it's going to try to give you the old attack action. An old bite. And it's a good thing you bought that leather armor earlier, Josh.
Yeah.
Let's see if this misses or not. Hopefully it will not. A 10! Oh, what's your armor class, Josh?
I think it was 13.
It's 13, very good. First attack misses. But the crocodile gets to make 2 attacks per turn. Alright. The croc gets to make 2 attacks per turn. but they have to be on different targets, it appears, because the crocodile lurches forward, alright, and appears to be trying to make its next attack on Claudia. Alright, now because the crocodile lurched forward and moved while it was previously engaged with you, you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you get to use your regular mace attack plus that 2d6 because it's moving in front of you, appearing to aim at Claudia. You get to attack it as it moves past, so go for it. 1d8 plus 1 for your regular mace. Alright, 6 damage. Now, 2d6. Let's add on to that. Use that sneak attack to good value. Four. Alright, so 10 damage total. That's pretty good. 10 damage total. Excellent, actually. Alright, the crocodile moves, slithers past you, and you manage to get your attack of opportunity in. Wallop! Crocodile hit right in the cranium. The crocodile lets out a rah sound, and you hear the ticking starting again. The ticking coming from its mouth. Okay? Now the crocodile is going to proceed with its original plan, which was to try to attack Claudia with its second attack. It does a tail swipe. Alright, let's see if it manages to hit Claudia with its tail swipe attack. An 8! Alright, it misses. It misses Claudia's armor class, which is good. It's a good thing you guys bought that leather armor and increased your armor rating. Yeah. Right, very good. Now, we're back at your turn now. Go for it.
Okay. I'll attack with the mace again.
Okay. That's 1d8 plus 1.
8.
Ah, 3 damage. Okay, and then add on your 2d6.
Okay. 2.
7. Another. Okay, so 10 in total again. Excellent, Josh. Doing a lot of damage against this croc.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, you have done a total of 10 damage against the croc. And so the croc lets out another fearsome growl, and it appears to be much more battered and bloody than it was when it first teleported across the gate. Pretty good, and you can tell from your insightful fighting that it's going down in HP. If you keep this up, it'll go down. Alright?
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so now it is Claudia's turn, and Claudia is in a situation where she too is engaged with the crocodile. Alright? So let's see what Claudia will do. Alright, Claudia, let's see if Hubert, the cowardly lamb, will try to pop his ass up out of the bag again to do a hit. A 16! Nice!
Oh.
Hubert, the cowardly lamb, since it appears to be a battle of great importance and not just some stupid thing against the snake, Hubert decides to pop up again and bounce into action. So he pops out of the bag of holding, and then he also tries chomping down on the croc again. 8 damage, not bad. 8 damage against the croc.
Okay, nice.
Pretty good. And the croc is looking weak, extremely weak. And so Claudia pulls her quarterstaff up in 2 hands and then spins it around trying to do some gung fu quartermaster type stuff. She's like, alright, gonna get you good this time, croc. Gonna finish you off, you teleporting Frankensteinian creation. And she only hits a 7, which misses. Completely. She swings it in an arc, and the crocodile doesn't even need to duck because it's low on the ground. She completely swung in the wrong direction. And she says, damn it, Lester! It's the poo water been getting to me! Alright, so Mr. Crocodile's turn. What's the crocodile gonna do? Whew, the crocodile is weak. Alright. The crocodile is going to try to make its 2 attacks. Let's see if it manages to get them off against you. Ooh, it rolled a 19. All right, so the crocodile is gonna bite you. Oh, Jesus, the crocodile bites you. It does 11 damage in total.
Ooh. Yeah, oh.
You're at 1 HP.
Oh.
You're at 1 HP, all right? And the crocodile still has a chance to make another attack. It's able to do a tail swipe. Right, so it's gonna, but it can't do it on the same target in the same turn, thankfully. So it's gonna go for Claudia with its tail. Oof. Let's see what happens. A 16. Ouch. Yeah, that beats Claudia's armor rating. All right, let's see how much damage it does with its tail swipe. Seven damage with its tail swipe. Claudia's at 4 HP. Ouch.
Yeah.
All right.
Hot here.
Not doing so hot.
Okay.
You do have 1 healing potion, but you guys are low. You're at 1 HP. Claudia's at 4. It's your turn. You can potentially finish off the croc. You can tell you can tell it's looking battered. If you roll well, you can finish off the croc, or you can use your healing potion.
Well, I don't know. Let's see if I can do. Okay. Is there any other special abilities I can use? Let me just pull up and see.
Yeah, take a look.
Sneak attack, cunning action, insightful fighting, eye for detail.
I mean, you basically used what you can use already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Your sneak attack thing is still valid. Like a minute has not passed. All this has happened really quickly. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you can still get that extra damage if you try to make an attack and land it successfully.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. So roll 1d20 and hopefully it won't miss. Joshua Blum rolled 1d20, a 6. It misses.
Dang.
It misses. All right. Yeah. Can't really do much else. You missed with your attack, so you can't add on a sneak attack bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Claudia can try doing something. Let's see if Claudia can take this guy out. Oh, Claudia rolls an 18. So Hubert once again pops out of the bag.
Yeah, Hubert.
Your bonus action, Hubert. All right, come on, Hubert. Come on, Hubert. You can do this. Wow, she rolled a 9. Okay, Hubert pops out of the bag of holding, and with a ferocious lamb, does a chomping action right on the crocodile's eye. Okay, bites into the eye, and pus explodes from the eye everywhere. And Hubert latches on and is like, the crocodile writhes back and forth, and Hubert is like bit on tight and is like writhing back and forth with the croc. Hubert did 9 damage, and funnily enough, the crocodile had 9 HP left.
Oh, nice.
So the croc lets out a cry of pain, and then falls to the ground dead. Wow.
Damn.
Hubert saved the day.
Hubert.
The croc lets out a final shudder as it falls down dead, and Hubert finally lets go. Hubert's teeth are kind of dripping with eye pus, and Claudia's like, a lamb after my own heart. Hubert, you disgusting, grotesque creature, I love you. And she picks up Hubert and is cuddling him. He's like, bah, and then he jumps back into the bag of holding. And Claudia's like, oh no, he's going to get eye juice all over our stuff. What a disgusting, vile little hunk of wool. But he did save us, didn't he? Didn't he, Lester?
He did. No, we're in bad shape.
Yeah, so you're at 1 HP. She's at 4. But the croc is dead. That's good. Yeah. That's good. The croc, yeah, that's good. I was scared for a minute there.
Yeah. Okay. Can we split the thing? The what do you call it? The thing. The potion.
The healing potion. So you want to? Okay. So, yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
actually, you know what I can do? Can I use 2 of my hit dice? I still have 2 left.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. You can. Yeah. You can use them all at once. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use them. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have 2 left. So that would be each hit dice is 1d8. So just roll 2d8,
Okay.
and then you'll have no more hit dice for the rest of the day. 4. So that's your first one. Roll another one. 8. 12. You recovered 12 hit points total. So that brings you back up to 13. You're at 13 hit points.
Okay.
Very good. But you do not have any more hit dice for the day. And you
Okay.
kind of lost track of what time it is exactly when you entered the sewers.
Yeah.
So you're not exactly sure how much time has passed. It was afternoon when you first got trapped in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, Claudia's at 4 HP, and
Do we have hit dice left?
yeah, she's got 2 left as well. So I guess she'll take a rest alongside you, and also roll her 2d8 hit dice to recover. Let's see. 8. Okay, she recovers 8 HP, so she's at 12. Okay, so that's pretty good.
No, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's 12. She's at 12. You're at 13. All right, and the croc's corpse is in front of you. Now, the croc is a little bit too big for you to take the corpse.
Okay, but we can we can I can probably cut it open, right?
Yeah, you can cut it open if you want to.
Play it open and see if we can find the source of the ticking inside.
Yep. All right, so I'm not gonna.
I'll do a perception check.
Yeah, sure. Do a perception check. Yeah, do a perception check to see which part you cut open. It's not that hard. 2. Well, Joshua, you're not exactly sure where to proceed on this surgery at all. Is it the brain or the buttocks? The battle seems to have worn you out, and you don't really know where the hell to begin.
Yeah. Okay.
But it is dead, so I don't think you need to worry too much about.
Yeah. All right. Well, just cut it open.
All right, you slice it open, and blood, guts, and the remnants of what look like snakes and rats spill out of it. And
Nice.
Claudia looks disgusted, like she's on the border of retching. She got all these, a lot of gore, a lot of gunk. And finally, when searching through its remains, you find a strange, so it's basically like a vest, kind of, but imagine like a big red button, and it's got straps extending out of it. So it's kind of like the vest of the Rocketeer that he would put on and attach the rocket pack into, but instead of there being something on the back, there's just like a big red button in the middle. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like this. I don't actually have a picture of it, but I'll draw it on the side here. There's like okay, and it's got straps coming from both sides. You can strap it around your vest. It's like makes a big like X shape around your vest, okay? And there's a big red button in the middle. And
Okay.
The big red button is what makes the ticking noise. Yeah, and you're not exactly sure what it works. And also it appears that the ticking noise has stopped after it appears that your attacks on the croc stopped it, and the machine itself looks kind of damaged.
All right. Well,
But you
let's
might be able to fix it. Who knows?
Yeah, let's look at it. I guess like do a perception check on it.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll. 12. Okay. So I mean, it's mechanical in nature. It looks like a big X-shaped vest, and it appears that the big red button actually has numbers around it. Okay. It appears to be a timer of some sort, actually, and it appears that if you press the big red button, then you're enabled to teleport up to a certain amount of feet around you. But the thing doesn't seem to be working right now. But it appears that as it was, after the crocodile ingested it, as it was flopping around in the crocodile's gut, the button was being pressed up against its innards, and it was teleporting from time to time.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you can get like a mechanic or a wizard or something to fix this, then you might be able to teleport spaces in combat and
Nice.
not have to necessarily worry about attacks of opportunity against you. Yeah, that was how the croc managed to teleport. But unfortunately for the croc, it teleported into a spike.
Okay, let's take that thing.
Okay, do you want to put it in Claudia's bag of holding, or do you want to carry it?
I guess I'll carry it.
Yeah, put it in your treasures thing, because it does seem like something that might be fixed. Who knows? Maybe like Wally, or one of the other wizards, or a mechanic or something might be able to take a look at it.
Teleportation vest.
Yeah. The strange treasures of the Tartec sanitation department, Claudia says.
Okay. Well, let's see.
All that remains is the door and a lock that you failed to pick the first time.
Let's try again.
Okay, sure.
So, let's just move over. Oh, let's move over.
I think you do. You can just select and move. You should be able to click.
I'm not able to click my guy
Oh, really?
for some reason.
Well, yeah, just do that. Oh, whatever. I'll move him for you. There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and you can try again. Yeah, try again. Try unlocking it.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You roll these 20s at the most unexpected times. All right, you roll a 20. Excellent.
Oh, nice.
Pop open the
Okay.
door, and you have unlocked it. And the door creaks open. All right. And you walk down a long corridor until finally you end up in a room that is lit up. And there appear to be other people in this room.
Oh.
Right. Should be loading to a new area now.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
You have opened the door into a strange room in the middle of the Tartec sewers. A room that is decently furnished for a sewer room.
Guys.
Yes. And you see some people around you. Some burly looking, intimidating looking men. And a young woman. And the men appear to have been busy either polishing their weapons or drinking at this table. And then suddenly, when you walk into view, they look at you with great suspicion. And this burly bastard over here, he walks over and looks you up and down and says, "You two don't look like new recruits." And then before you know it, all of the men have turned towards you with their weapons pointed directly towards you. And that is where we're going to end for today.
On a cliffhanger, okay.
On a cliffhanger. Congratulations, you seem to have managed to infiltrate the Sleight of Hand Society. What will happen next?
Dun 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 dun.
And there appears to be a familiar character here.
Yeah, didn't die.
From the Wayfarer's Escape, one of the few remaining characters who didn't die in that mini campaign we did. Alright. Good job, Joshua. Well done.
Yeah.
Survived the dungeon crawl through the sewers and made it to your destination. Nice work.
Alright. Ah. Well.
Alright. Any particular thoughts or questions before we call it quits, or reflections?
Well, obviously we still have to get out of there, but there's a whole part of the dungeon that I didn't actually see. There's quite a bit more, actually.
There was quite a bit more of the dungeon that you didn't actually see, yeah. But a lot of it was filled with that weird fungus stuff, actually. And
Okay.
there were a couple other snakes in there that you wisely chose to ignore, which is good because you didn't need that extra HP, that extra HP loss.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm curious. I'm wondering why those guys were carrying so much gold.
The sanitation workers?
Yeah, the sanitation and the chest. It's like a lot of.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, why was that chest there? Why was why were there spikes and signs everywhere? It seems a bit strange. Although the sanitation workers, well, they do have to work in a very hazardous work environment, so maybe they're and deal with crocodiles. One of which apparently got away. So who knows? Good job beating the crocodile, though. I wasn't sure if you'd be able to do it.
Wasn't either. The teleporting crocodiles that's an accident. That wasn't a planned thing.
You mean the teleporting, like the fact that they can teleport, or the fact that it attacks you?
Yeah, the fact that they can teleport. That wasn't a thing that was planned, was it? Or was it a?
It appears to have been something that the Tartec city government was working on, like trying to clear the sewers of mice and snakes and stuff like that. But the thing that you picked up, it appears like it was a vest, so it appears like it was actually supposed to be worn by someone. So it seems that maybe the Tartec government was maybe making their sanitation workers wear it so they could teleport to various areas of the sewers and clean them out, kind of like rat catchers do, or infestation people. It appears that this particular crocodile that was assigned to this guy might have turned on its master and ingested it did take a huge big chunk out of his body, so it appears to have ingested the vest and gained mild teleportation capabilities.
Got it. Okay. It would have been helpful to have a ranged weapon.
It might have been helpful to have a ranged weapon, because then you can... ranged weapons don't necessarily do that much damage, but it is nice that you can, stand on the sidelines and attack from the side. So what you might want to do is later pick up a ranged weapon, so at least one of you has one. Like if Claudia has one, she can snipe from far away, or if you have one, you can do the same. You did have Hubert, though. Hubert came in very handy today.
Yeah, he did.
After not doing much. And so in order to use Hubert, Claudia, it's like a bonus action that Claudia makes, and when she makes a roll, she has to beat a certain number. And she wasn't doing it with the snakes, but in the end, he came through.
He did. The last campaign, we almost the character almost died.
Your last campaign character almost died with the dragon. This time with the crocodile. But
nice. I think the last one was a punch to the dong.
Yeah. You got punched in the balls and you almost died there. Yeah. At least this time the threat was a bit more epic in nature.
Okay.
It was cool too. You didn't necessarily have to fight the crocodile if you managed to open the door in time.
Oh yeah, well.
But it's good. You beat the crocodile, and you got the vest, so that might come in handy if you can fix it.
Let's see. I'm wondering if that I'm carrying around that mace was the. How do you tell how much each the damage each thing does?
So I think if you look at your character sheet. Under short sword and mace, you can see the actual dice that you have to roll in order to create that damage. So if you see the mace is 1d8 plus 1, what's the short sword?
1d6 plus 2.
Yeah. So when you use a short sword, you roll one 6-sided dice, and then you add plus 2 to it.
Oh.
So it's about on the same level with the mace, but the mace that the die that the mace rolls has 8 sides. So you could potentially roll an 8 and do higher damage with it.
Okay.
But the short sword has a higher modifier that you add on afterwards. So they're kind of on the same level.
They're about the same.
They're about the same. It's just like it's kind of up to luck in which one is better. Like the mace could be better than the short sword, or the short sword could be better than the mace, but neither one has an immediate advantage. There are some weapons where it's like they're really powerful. It's like roll 2d8 and then you get to add a plus 5, and that's obviously like a shitload more power.
Yeah.
Now one thing you can do later is after you level up, there is the potential to learn how to dual wield
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
you have a
dual
mace in one
wielding.
hand, a short sword in the other, and you get to use both weapons. Like you get to the secondary weapon is like a bonus attack at the end of your first attack. And if you gain that capability and you also use your insightful fighting, you can attack
Hmm.
once with one weapon, attack again with the second weapon, and then get an extra 2d6 with your sneak attack bonus at
Oh,
the end. So you can become like a damage wielding bastard. Like keep adding
yeah,
stuff onto it. Um,
yeah.
so that insightful fighting ability you have is good. It's basically a special trait of your character class. Your character class is an
Hmm.
inquisitive, which is like a detective. So you're able to tell more about your opponents and like where to hit, how they move, how much HP they have left, stuff like that.
Huh. All right. It's good news. It'll be
Come in handy in the
so.
future, I think.
Yeah, come in handy. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, what do I have to do to level up here?
After one day has passed, I give you the experience points for all the actions that happened to you that day.
Oh, okay.
So you'll get a huge amount of experience like once you get a long rest, like a good night's sleep for like 8 hours. Okay?
Oh,
And so I've been keeping track of how much experience every encounter has given you. And it's not
yeah.
just the combat encounters, it's also like figuring out the way to the Sleight of Hand Society's headquarters, or,
Yeah.
successfully talking to those beggars on the street, or investigating King Darian's crime scene. So you'll get some experience after you manage to take a long rest when the day
Oh,
ends.
it's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a long day, and you have 2 nights remaining until the immortality day of King Darian. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Oh,
So
we already got paid for the case, sort of.
yeah, you got a lot of money. You got and more
Right.
more coming your way. So you can actually stock up on healing potions later in the square.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think each one was like 50 gold or something like that.
Something like that. We can buy some. Yeah, we can buy some gear.
Buy some gear. You can buy some ranged weapons if you want to, or see what cool toys you can purchase.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna need you're gonna need a shower and a or
Shower, a good night's sleep.
night's sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Uh,
work.
well, well, speaking of which, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's time
go
for
into
you to
both
hit the
of them.
hay as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to stop recording now, and we will pick up next time.